I know what you're thinking, what the hell am I wearing this t-shirt for? Well, it's nearly summer, and I thought I'd get into the summery kind of mood. My name's Satch, and welcome to the Driver 81 YouTube Porsche channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I bought a Porsche 911 997 in speed yellow. I'm off to a car show today. The car is being shown in the car show today, so while I'm on my way to the show, I thought I'd give you a little bit of information as to why I bought this car, and we're starting the video right now. So a big thank you to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you joining. Obviously a big thank you to my existing subscribers, and if you're not already subscribed and you want to see more Porsche content on YouTube, then please consider clicking subscribe to this channel and clicking the bell so you don't miss a single thing. So let me introduce you to the car. It's a 2006 Porsche 911 997 and it's finished in this beautiful speed yellow colour. It has 350 brake horsepower, it has a full GT3 aero kit from factory, and the car is pretty much perfect, apart from the front lip, which, yeah, that does need to be changed. I'll be doing that soon. Let's take a closer look at the car. So this is a car that I've wanted for a really long time, but I actually gave up on buying. Let me explain. In 2011, I had a rainforest. I bought a rainforest green Porsche 996 Carrera 4. It's a car which I love, and I kept that for about 5 years or so. Wish I still had that car, in fact. But when the time came to actually sell the car, I was looking for one of these cars, and they just didn't come up for sale. There was absolutely none of them. So I completely gave up on the idea of having a wide body Carrera 4S in speed yellow with a GT3 kit, and I bought a 2012 991 in Carrera white. Now, that was a great car, loved that car. It was a PDK, but it was still a fantastic car. And I had that car for about a year, and I needed to sell that car. The time came when I needed to sell that car because we needed housework doing, we needed stuff doing on the house, which was going to cost a lot of money, so I really couldn't justify having a £61,000 car sit on the driveway when the house was falling apart. So I sold that car, decided to put half the money into the house. It was £61,000, as I say, put half the money into the house, and the other half was going to go into my next Porsche 911. So I then started my search for a new 911, fully expecting never to find a car like this, but there it was, within 150 miles of where I live. This was the only car in Europe that I'd seen for sale. Speed yellow, wide body, GT3 body kit, 997 for sale in Europe, and it was 150 miles away from me. So obviously I did all of my checks, made sure it wasn't too good to be true. It wasn't. It was a perfect car, although it did have 20-inch black HRE alloys on the car when I bought it. I still got those, but they weren't my style, and I soon set about finding a set of genuine GT3 alloy wheels. And you know, I do recall when I was selling my 991, I had quite a few negative comments on this YouTube channel saying, well, if you have to sell your 991 for your house, then you really shouldn't be having a Porsche at all. Let me tell you something, in my world, and I'm sure the majority of you guys are exactly the same, the house comes first. Your house always has to come first. And if that means I have to sell my 991 in order to make the house right and buy a 997, then I'm fine with that. If the 997 is at my level and is at my price range to what I can afford, then I'm absolutely at peace with that. I'm absolutely fine with that, because the 997 is an amazing car. And if anybody wants to give me crap for not being able to afford a 991 and having to go back to a 997, then crack on. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. 99.9% of you guys do not think like that, but there are, as with every video and every section of the internet, there are a few complete ball bags who just don't understand. So the speed yellow on this car, yeah, it is a kind of a standout colour. I didn't really want to go with a black or a silver or a blue, not that there's anything wrong with those cars, but I wanted something which was just going to be just really, really special. And I think this delivers that. I could be very much accused of buying a car which says, look at me, and I suppose it is a bit of a show-off car, but I don't buy it to show off. Anybody who knows me knows that I don't buy the car, and I didn't buy this car to go around posing with my arm on the door like that, and you know, say sunglasses on. You know, it's not about that for me. It's about having a car which I can just feel really, really special about. And this car was always one of those cars that I looked at and I thought, one day I've just got to have one of those cars. And here I am sitting in it right now. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the wheels on the car are different from when I bought it. Interesting story about the wheels on this car. Actually, it actually came with 2 sets of wheels. So the first set, which were actually on the car, were the 20-inch black HRE flow foam wheels, which do look great, but they just weren't really my style. So I took those wheels off and I instantly found a set of genuine GT3 wheels. They did need a bit of a refurb, but I've refurbed those, put the GT3 wheels on, and I think they go a lot nicer with the look of the car. In my opinion, in any case, it was probably split when I was asking people if they preferred the black or the silver GT3 wheels. Incidentally, the car also came with a set of lobster claws, silver and black, which are used for track days. So it's a nice little addition to have, and I can chop and change the wheels as and when I want to. So performance-wise, it has 350 brake horsepower, and to me, it has all the performance I would ever need out of a Porsche 911. Of course, I would probably be saying the same if I had a 991 GT3. I'd be saying, well, this is all I need out of a 911, you know. But anyway, it's more than enough, it's more than adequate. I don't go track driving on this car all the time. I've done a few track days, and I will continue to do a few track days. So if you're ultimately looking for grunting speed, then maybe go for a turbo or a GT3 or something. But the Carrera 4S is fine for my needs with regards to performance. Now the car revs to 8,000 RPM, and it really gets your heart going. And one push of the sport button firms up the suspension, increases the throttle response. Oh, I'm running out of road. Let's try that again. Oh, tell me, Mum, I won't be home for tea. Shit. That is super impressive. And it's not even a turbo or a GT3 or a GDS, Carrera 4S. And you know, you just can't put a price on the enjoyment a car like this will give you. Yes, obviously there is a price because you have to pay for the car, but I mean emotionally, and it takes you to a place where nothing else matters. The only thing that matters is you and what's in front of you in this car. Seeing that Porsche badge on the steering wheel, everything else goes out of the window. You can have a shitty day at work, you can have a bad day in the house, or you know, with your friends. You can get into a car like this and it just makes all of those issues just float away. I'm on my way to the Lake District in the UK, which is hosting a sports car show today, so there'll be quite a big Porsche presence there. Porsche Centre Kendal are going to be down there, so let's get down to the Lake District. We are always guaranteed some stunning scenery in that part of the world. So it's that terrible time of the day, probably fantastic for you, that the video has unfortunately come to an end. The show has come to an end. It's been a fantastic day, and I hope you've enjoyed the video that I put together today. Just a quick reminder that I do put videos out every Thursday, and if you are interested in watching more Porsche content on YouTube, then please consider clicking subscribe and clicking the like button, and also click the bell so you don't miss a single thing. I'll be back with more Porsche videos on Thursday, and I'll see you soon.